Welcome to Student Spotlights, a presentation of College Success Arizona. This program features the hardworking college students who have earned scholarships from College Success Arizona and are pursuing their educational goals and career passions. Today on Student Spotlight, we interview Paulina Vazquez. Paulina's scholarship, which includes mentoring services, is provided through College Success Arizona and funded by the BHHS Legacy Foundation.
So I was actually born in Aguascalientes, Mexico, and that's like south of Mexico City. And so I lived there until I was 5, and then my parents got divorced. And so my mom's side of the family actually lived here in Arizona. So we decided to move here just to have like a fresh start. So I've lived in Mesa, Arizona since I was 5 till now. Currently I live right now on campus at ASU Tempe campus.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from Mountain View High School in Mesa, Arizona.
In what year?
2016.
And you're how old currently?
I am 19.
And what is your course of study at Arizona State University?
I am currently majoring in psychology with a minor in design studies, and I am also doing my pre-health requirements for medical school.
So your ultimate career goal is to be a doctor?
Yes. My ultimate career goal is going to be an orthopedic surgeon, hopefully specializing in sports medicine.
And the interest in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine, where does that come from?
I've played sports since I was in junior high, and so I've loved sports so much. I don't like to run, but I do love to play sports. And so I took a sports medicine class actually in high school because they had like a program that you could do actually sports medicine and like be able to learn how to wrap ankles and things like that. But I wasn't able to do that because I played sports, so I was too busy. So I took the class, and I really loved that. And so then I took anatomy, and I really loved that as well. And so I started looking into like careers that I could do with that. And so when I came to ASU, I still wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. And so I just selected I wanted to be a psych major, and I was like, okay, we'll see how that goes out. And then it turns out I loved psychology. So then I wanted to do maybe like sports psychology or something to do with that. So I've been like looking at several options, and I think just trying to integrate all the things that I've liked so far.
But so far, you're the most committed, or at least interested in the orthopedic side of medicine?
Yes.
That is a long path for you, because if you're in your second year, I guess, right?
Yes.
So you would have at least with your residency, probably another 8 or 9 years ahead of you?
Yeah, definitely. 4 of med, and then doing all of my residency, and then if I want to specialize in something as well.
And earlier you mentioned the first 5 years in Mexico, so English is your second language?
Yes.
Was it difficult to learn?
Oh my goodness, yes. I think, I still remember it just getting here and trying to speak it. I was like, yeah, that's going to be really hard. I'm pretty sure I had an accent for a long time, and I still do, I think, but I'm not sure. And it was so hard for me, I think, just because I didn't want to be here at first, and so I was like, I don't want to learn it. But I started kindergarten here, so that was easier for me. I think my sister had it harder, so she started second grade off, so they already knew stuff. So I think it was a lot easier for me. Obviously it was really hard. Some of the things I didn't understand, when they said, it's a piece of cake. I'm like, there's cake? Where's the cake? But there was no cake. So, yeah, sometimes I don't struggle with that now, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I've never heard that before.
And your early childhood memories, do you have pretty clear memories of the first 5 years in Mexico?
Not super clear. There's a couple flashbulb memories that I can remember of some things. I recently went and visited Mexico for the first time again last summer, and I could remember some of the places, but not everything. I met with my father's side of the family, and they're like, do you remember? And I was like, not really. So I guess just some things I remember.
Does any part of you want to return there at some point? Do you have that kind of yearning to go back?
I would love to go back just to learn more about my heritage and more about myself and my family roots, and then maybe just see everything else, just because I always say, I'm from Mexico, and then people are like, where? What's around it? Have you ever been to these places? And I'm like, oh, nope, I have not been to all those places.
And back to sports medicine, ultimately your dream job would be what? Like a surgeon with the Arizona Cardinals or something?
Yeah, so my ultimate goal would be to be with a sports team or just practice in an office where they're sort of focused on sports orthopedic surgery, obviously, but with athletes or sports medicine.
And you mentioned earlier that you grew up playing sports. What were your favorite sports, and are you still passionate and play sports?
So I actually grew up playing, this wasn't until junior high, because when I was younger I couldn't because of time and stuff, but in junior high I played basketball and volleyball, and I absolutely love those just because it's the team sports. And then in high school I continued with basketball for 2 years, and then I did track and field, which I had never done before, and I was like, hey, I'll try it, and I wasn't one for hurdles or any of those running events, so I did the field part of it, and so I tried for shot put and discus, and I was somewhat good at it, and so I love doing that. And it's like a team sport, but also an individual sport, so like you could get medals for yourself, but also help your team win. And currently I still love doing sports, but I don't play like on an official team or like a club team, but I do like recreational ones. Like in my church they do sports sometimes. Right now they have basketball, so I try to go to that and play with my friends.
And you are one of the hundreds at this point, I guess about 1,300 students who have earned a scholarship through College Success Arizona, which provides about $6,000 per year for educational expenses, as well as specialized mentoring services from an advisor. They're called Success Advisors. In your case, it's Barbara Scrivener?
Yes.
And you received your scholarship in support through the BHHS Legacy Foundation, which they basically fund scholarships through College Success Arizona. Is that correct?
Yes.
Kind of talk about how you came in touch with College Success Arizona, then BHHS.
In high school, I actually did HMDP, which is Hispanic Mother-Daughter Program, which is through ASU as well. And I also did ACE, which is Achieving a College Education, which is through MCC. And so both of these programs actually qualified me for the College Success Arizona scholarship. And so they like held workshops, and they wanted us to apply for the scholarship. And so that's the way I found out about it. And originally I wasn't going to apply because I was planning on going out of state, but then I changed my mind for some personal reasons, and so I applied, and I was so surprised I ended up getting it because I was really nervous in the interview. And then the BHHS is through CSA because they focus more on like health professions. So I think that's probably why it goes to me, since I'm like pre-health.
Can you talk about how helpful the scholarship has been in terms of the financial support it's giving you?
Yes. Oh my goodness. It has been so helpful. Without the scholarships that I have currently at this point in that one, there's no way I would have been able to afford to come to a 4-year university or even like stay on campus. Like for freshman year and sophomore year now, I've been able to live on campus because I don't have a car, so it would have been hard to get here. And it's been a great help, especially because, tuition is really expensive, and it's been able to help me pay for my meal plan as well, and my books, which as well are super expensive. And since I'm a pre-health focused, I had to take a lot of those science classes, and those are also, they charge you like $100 for each lab that you take, and so that adds up pretty quickly.
And so far as the mentoring aspect, Barbara Scrivener from College Success Arizona is your success advisor. And we hear a lot that success advisors have a huge positive impact on first-generation students. Is that proving true?
It is, just because when I first got here, I was all over the place. I did not know what to expect. And meeting with my advisor, because you meet like when the semester starts and when the semester ends, just to check in again, it was amazing because she was able to help guide me through everything. And like one thing that I love about those sessions is that we make goals, like weekly or semesterly goals, and then like in the long-term goals, so it helps you focus on what you want to do. She's been a great help to find like different resources that I need, because right now I'm working on an honors project because I'm in there at the honors college as well here, and she's helped me a lot through that because that has been so stressful.
And so far as young people attending high school who may have their own college aspirations, can you offer some advice?
Do not give up, because it seems really scary, and like you read all these things about people getting rejected from colleges and like how college is nothing what you, that you think it's going to be. But do not give up. Like, you can do it. Like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's what I always think. It's obviously going to be a different experience from high school, because you might be in like in a 300-person lecture class. But the best way is just to get in it and make friends. That's one thing I learned. And just apply to scholarships. I applied to so many scholarships, and I didn't get a lot of them, but I did get some of them. Like, even my high school counselor was like, wow, that's a lot of scholarships you're applying for. So definitely apply to a lot of schools and apply to a lot of scholarships.
And transitioning from high school to college, what has been the best part of your college journey or experience so far?
I think definitely just learning more about myself. Like, I'm still living in the same state as my mom and stuff, and like 30 minutes away from my house. But I feel a lot more independent since I have to make more choices for myself. And I've been able to learn more about myself, of what I like and what I don't like, and like my thinking style, my studying style, and different things like that.
And you mentioned that you were raised by your mother, by a single mother. Is that correct?
Yes.
And how pivotal, critical has she been in encouraging you to attend college?
Very critical. She actually, so my dad, as far as I know, he did not even finish high school. But she put herself through school when she was younger in Mexico. She came from a family of 8, so it was up to her if she wanted to do school. And she went to dental school and then specialized in orthodontics. And so she believes education is a major part of everyone's life, especially higher education. And so since I was younger, my mom, like, college has never been like, what if I do it? It's been you're going to do it. So, like, when I graduated high school, there wasn't even a question if I wasn't going to go to college. Just because, like, I guess that's, like, been implanted in my brain since I was young. She's always made sure that we take all the resources that we have and make sure we get the best education possible.
I know I asked you the question already, but I think there might have been a little bit of a problem with the audio. If you could just repeat it, the answer, just tell me again how valuable the BHHS Legacy Scholarship has been.
It has been very valuable to my education right now, just because without scholarships, I would have to, like, take out loans, and that would be a lot more stressful on me and probably my mom as well. And so it's been very important in being able to take all the classes I need to take at a 4-year university to get my degree and to go on to get my medical degree in a couple of years.
Thank you so much for the interview, Paulina. And by the way, since 2005, College Success Arizona has worked with nearly 1,300 students just like Paulina and provided more than $16 million in scholarships and success services to help increase the college attainment rates in our state. If you would like to be part of the mission of providing educational opportunity to high-potential students from low-income circumstances, your tax-deductible contribution can be made through the Donate button located on the College Success Arizona website at collegesuccessarizona.org.